In 1908, William and Mary Collins settled in Buckeye, Arizona. They built their dream house on a ranch. After settling in their new home, they lived a quiet life with their twin boys, Eugene and Gregory. The family soon expanded to include 3 rowdy little girls. Years later, a bizarre circus crawled into town. The circus folk consisted of society's rejects, the unfortunate freaks, the demented clowns, and every strange thing in between. Eugene and Gregory were mesmerized by the magician's act, and even though the circus was in town for just the weekend, the boys were hooked. Their attempts to mimic the show had devastating consequences. A fire broke out one night, leaving them without a home and without a family. Eugene and Gregory were the only ones to escape the fire. The boys were spotted running away from the inferno. They ran into the maze behind their house carrying 2 chainsaws that they had stolen from the gardening shed, disappearing into the night, never to be seen again. Until 1916, after the house had been restored to its original beauty, Eugene and Gregory returned to their house. It was rumored that the spirits and ghosts of that bizarre circus also occupied the house and grounds where the Collins family used to live. After weeks of preying upon the grounds of the house and the neighborhood, frightening and terrorizing the town, their deadly magic tricks drew too much attention and began to threaten their freedom. So, they disappeared again, along with the spirits and ghosts of their circus folk family, including Myrtle Evans and Maud Sweeney. Myrtle Evans was the daughter of a struggling musician and a school drama teacher. She loved the stage and audience. After high school, she got her big break by joining the traveling circus. The Collins brothers witnessed her final performance where tragedy struck. A knife struck Myrtle in the head, which was thrown by Calder, the knife thrower, during a performance. But not even death could kill her passion for show business. Myrtle rose from the grave as a revenant. She still loves the stage and an audience, but now the applause has turned into screams, and fans have turned into victims. Maud Sweeney was born on a farm in Ireland to a large family. After the Great Irish Potato Famine wiped out most of her family, Maud migrated to the United States, finding a new family in the traveling circus, becoming immediately best friends with Myrtle. Being raised on a farm with plenty of animals, Maud transferred those skills to become the animal trainer. After Myrtle's death, Maud lost her mind. Her world had been destroyed once again. But soon Myrtle's fandom appeared to Maud and told her the show must go on. They both joined a new set of ringleaders, the Collins brothers. Myrtle and Maud are now the co-managers at the Hotel Harmony. Instead of wrangling wild animals, Maud now wrangles panic-stricken guests who are trying to escape. On the outskirts of town, John Harmony owned and operated Hotel Harmony. It was a pleasant country hotel. His business thrived during the era known as the Roaring Twenties. But the dark days of the Great Depression stole his vigor and his hotel. John died under questionable circumstances in 1932. His family was left destitute. They sold the hotel for pennies to 2 brothers who were new to town. Or so they thought. The Collins brothers worked for over a year outfitting their new hotel. They installed hidden doors, passageways, and secret torture chambers, and other places where the loudest of screams could not be heard. Anxiously, Eugene and Gregory refined their magic tricks, but they did not concern themselves about the well-being of their unwilling participants. Eugene soon began looking into the performing arts of illusions. In order to strengthen his illusions, Eugene created a ghoulish, gassy mist. This gassy mist materialized a person's worst fears: demented clowns, hungry zombies, nightmarish scarecrows, creepy children, and other horrifying tormentors. It all became real in the person's mind. The subjects actually experienced their own terrors, and what those terrors could do to them became real as well. Before the renovation of the hotel was completed, Eugene and Gregory ran short of funds. The twins, being in dire need of income, decided to open the hotel, unfinished as it was. So, during the fall of 1933, Hotel Harmony opened its doors once again. The new management lured in desperate souls with the promise of free food and cheap shelter. The magic acts began. Eugene's perfume of pure fear was unleashed, giving life to all manner of phobias. One guest had sat up peacefully in his room. The next thing he knew, he was trapped in his room with a strange gas coming through the vents. He then found himself face to face with a crazed circus clown. Another customer was locked into a small closet. Smoke filled the confined space, with the walls began to shrink, and the closet became a coffin that was dropped into a deep grave. The dirt then began to pour on top of him. He was buried alive. After a dose of the deadly mist, a young woman found herself strapped to a cold metal table with a deranged figure appearing, dressed as a dentist and armed with a large drill. He told the woman to open wide. Whatever the phobia may be, the ghoulish mist, otherwise known as Eugene's perfume of dreams, can accommodate spiders, snakes, heights, or drowning. It doesn't matter. So welcome to the Hotel Horror. I mean Hotel Harmony. Enter through the beautiful lobby. Our unusually pleasant staff is here to assist you. Please enjoy your stay with us. But I must warn you that some of our guests have never checked out. Whether alive, dead, or undead, they haunt this hotel. These trapped souls are miserable. And you know what they say about misery. It loves company.